Sup guys, Empire here, and we're gonna do something a little different. I wanted to I want to rant. I enjoy ranting sometimes because I just like getting my opinion out there, and I wanted to talk about well, as you can see, the topic of the video, toxic friendships, and by that I mean friendships that are no longer something you should be keeping around. And so, what is a toxic friendship? A toxic friendship would be somebody who constantly manipulates you and just treats you like shit, but still, is your friend. For example, if somebody's like constantly ragging on you, asking you to do stuff, you know, calling you like names and somewhat meaning it, but deeper down he doesn't really. But then he gets like mad when you do it to him. Like if you want to, people bag on each other sometimes. It's like, oh, hey, you're so stupid, whatever. But when you get to that point of like, and then you talk to you do the same thing back to them, and they're just like, no, that's rude. What are you like? Why are you being so mean to me? It's like that's not what's happening. As well as when they ask you to do stuff constantly, and then they never do anything for you. Like a prime example of something like that would be, it's something simple. It's not huge, but something that happens to me a lot is when I love music. It's one of my biggest just things I love. And somebody, if I'll be like, hey man, dude, you should check out this song. It's really cool. And they'll be like, sure. So, sometimes I'll listen to it, like one every like 30 songs on for some people. Like literally, even my good friends will do that, and it's like whatever. But then they'll turn around and like, here, hey buddy, here's a song you should listen to, and then I'll listen to it, and then I'll send them one back as a reply. Be like, hey man, I really like the song, or I didn't like it, but here man, check out this. You might like this kind of stuff, and then they'll be like, yeah, dude, I'll totally listen to it. Then like 3 days later, I'm like, hey, what'd you think of that song? Nothing, not a single damn thing. And with some people it's fine. I get it. They're busy, blah blah blah. But it's like literally, if you have the free time, it doesn't take that long to listen to at least 30 seconds of the video of the song. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. And the reason I want to talk to you about this, guys, is because I have recently been disconnecting people because of toxicity and just overall bad friendships. I've had people in my life recently who I've basically dumped in a way, not like for lack of a better term. I've disconnected. I've just completely just forgotten about them. And I'm not talking. And I've given them chances. It wasn't just like, oh, you called me a bitch. Okay, bye. We're not friends anymore. No, I had like over months of like trying to, show these people like whoever it is that they need to change. They need to fix what they're doing. What they're doing isn't right. I don't like it, and nobody else likes it within our group of people or whoever. And so I've had one friend recently who I still have around who was like that, and he or they, whatever, he fixed him, like he worked on that. He helped it. Now we just hang out all the time. It's possible. It's not impossible. But sadly, there are times where people just can't do it, or it takes a lot longer. So you have to stop talking to them overall. And I had to do that because I gave this person months. And I'm not gonna name any names. I'm not gonna do any of that. I just want to get this point across to everybody because I feel like not a lot of people know about this, and you have to let go. It doesn't matter how long you've known them for. It doesn't matter. Oh, they do nice things for me every once in a while. It doesn't matter. I don't care if they give you a gold 24 karat watch or a diamond ring every month, just to put up with their bullshit. That's not something. That's not worth it. I don't care. I don't need emotional distress, I guess. Emotional torture for any kind of value, really. I'd rather have a person who I knew was joking, or even didn't even just make any, like, I can handle a bit of like teasing. I don't, I'm not a whatever. I'm not any kind of idiot or anything. I'm not gonna go cry about it. Like, I can fend for myself, but like if I know some people can't, but you got to stand up for yourself, and I've learned that over the years. As a in high school, I hung out with friends who would just constantly rag on me, and this wasn't like just joking. It's like it was legit. They'd call me fat, they'd call me stupid, they'd call me ugly, they'd say a lot of other things, and it's like for the most part, some are true, some are not, whatever. Point being, I didn't have the courage or the self confidence to walk away from that until the friendship just kind of dissolved and I moved on. But I've learned since then. I've learned that you have to stand up for yourself. You have to have self confidence. Doesn't matter if ultimately you think, "Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I look like shit." But ultimately, just keep reminding yourself you're not. And surround yourself with people who believe the opposite of what you actually believe. Believe that you are who you are. Like that you're a good person. That you're not like Hitler or Satan or whatever you want to call it. Like show them, or like surround yourself with people that who believe in you, who don't doubt you. And I have those friends now, and I mean I've always had those friends. I was also surrounded more so by people who didn't do the same, who would just constantly just fuck you up essentially. And yeah, you just have to drop them. It doesn't matter. Like it'll be hard at some points, depending on how long you've known them, especially if somebody like who you've known all your life, but it's worth it in the long run. You don't want, and this goes for like, not just friendships, but also abusive relationships. It's not like completely. I mean, it's still an abusive relationship. I'm just talking. It works with domestic and any kind of relationship, really. Friendship, boyfriend girlfriend, girlfriend girlfriend, whatever the case. It works. It applies, and you just have to cut those ties. And if they really care enough, they'll come back and they'll try to change, or will change before they even have a chance to you have a chance to cut them off. But it's one of those things you just have to do. And this is kind of like a public service announcement to some people, because people don't get that. And I've talked about abusive relationships before, where people just can't let go, and it's hard. And if you know somebody's in an abusive relationship, or a friendship, or whatever the case, I'm just do your best. Don't force them into anything they don't want to do. Just advise them this is wrong. Like, show them the cons, show them the pros. If they can understand that there are more cons that outweigh the pros, maybe then they can do it for themselves. But you can't. All you can do is open the door. You can't help them walk through it. You can't, like, put their feet on your feet and walk them out the door. They have to do it on their own, because then it's just nothing. That's, it's like when you go, it's like rehab. You can't check someone in. That person has to have consent, and they have to say, I want to go to rehab. So you have to, you can show them as many times. And I've done it before. I show people, all right, from what I see, here are the cons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here are the pros. 1.5. Like, I can't be like, do it or else I'm gonna get a gun. No, you can't do that. You can't, not one bit. But you can walk away from it, and you can show them the things that are wrong about whatever the situation they're in. And that's that's what you got to do. And it's a learning process, and it'll take some time, but eventually you get to that point where you're like, okay, I should do this, and try, the sooner the better, obviously, but obviously give them time to see, talk to them too. Don't just cut them off unless it's like really bad. Give them time, give them warning, like when you're working at a job, you got to give 2-week notice for most places. So give them like, okay, dude, you're being really rude to me. I don't know what's happened lately, or you've always kind of been this way, but I don't like it. And then if you don't stop, I don't know, I might have to walk away from this or something. Blah 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 blah. Give them that. It's fair. It's fair. Unless they're like smashing you with an axe in the back constantly, then it's just like just walk away. Really, it really depends on you, but it ultimately, you got to do what you got to do, and I just want you guys to know that walk away from it. Don't don't let yourself become a victim. Don't sit in the chair that is, don't stand in the fire for too long, guys. Essentially, you're just gonna get burned. And that's all I gotta say for it. I'm not gonna keep this too long. 10 minutes is already pretty long enough. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through here, and if you guys want more stuff like this, I can do that. Yeah. Hope you guys like the gameplay that I put up. And again, yeah, if you like the video, please do all the shit. Subscribe, whatever. I just wanted to voice my opinion. But thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.